All right, everybody. Welcome to the Janitorious Podcast. Again, click like, subscribe that video on YouTube. That's the best way to help the show. Last two episodes have been fun. Covering a lot of topics.
All over the place.
All over the place.
A little bit more natural.
Yeah.
A little bit more natural.
Yeah.
Just how, kind of why we started this thing. Just us talking type of thing. But this one, we got a couple topics. We'll start it up with, you mentioned in the first episode a couple weeks ago, prepping bags. My question is, I'm not as big as a prepper as you guys are. Everybody knows that. What's a good size? Because I'm starting to kind of like, I don't want to say get into prepping, but like just a little bit,
Like
like
bug
get
out
like
bag in your truck or something.
a little like
Anything.
what's those first aid kit?
Yep.
and,
Yeah.
just a little small basic shit right now.
Yeah.
What would you say? How big is your guys' prepping bags? What's a good size? Do you think I'm going at it as the right way of starting with like, first aid kit and then like
Yes.
fishing string and like waterproof matches and
absolutely.
Yeah.
that type of shit? I'm
Yeah,
just thinking
sure.
of like if I'm stuck out in the woods type of somewhere.
You ain't even got to be stuck out in the woods, bro. Look at the people. What was it last year? Dude, people were dying because they got stuck on 95 from that storm.
From the storm.
Right.
And they all had to stay the night on, there was.
My ass would have been the most comfortable person there.
Hell yeah, I would have. Look, my seat would have been back. I would have got out of my car in the back, outside. You would have seen my little burner, my little gas tank on the burner. I would have been.
Hey, taking orders.
Hey,
taking orders,
right. I would have been charging motherfuckers who hot dogs. I would have been walking down the line of cars. Hot dog? No. Peanuts? Hot dogs.
How much money you got in your wallet?
Hot dog. What's it worth to you, huh? How hungry are you?
Yeah.
So my mother-in-law preps a lot. I'm glad you brought that up. Like you have a little cooker.
Yeah.
So she preps a lot like you guys do, and she always says like she has like nuts in her bag and like
Yeah.
a lot of non-perishable type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have anything specific that you keep food-wise? In your bag?
Food-wise, I have a couple like dehydrated stuff that you can just add water to.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So like if you just add water, everybody has bottled water. You don't even have to have hot water to
Right.
do it. It's better hot, but
Yep.
But you
it'll
don't
get you by.
You don't buy something that has like a 10-year lifespan in a
I
bag.
mean, you could, but
Yeah, that's pretty much it's like an MRE, but not MRE.
So I'm
type.
not to that level. I'm talking about like kind of like pistachios or like peanuts or
No,
jerky
I don't have that in my
something
bag.
along those lines instead of like MREs. That's kind of, in my opinion, way up the level of prepping.
Yeah, like I have like a bar.
yep.
Like
I was just gonna say that.
But that's good for I think it's like 5 years.
Yep.
Okay.
Tried one. It was terrible.
It's like a
but-
nutrition type
Yeah,
of bar.
it's like a huge bar. It's probably about like that big.
I know you're talking about the
And-
brick.
Yeah, and it's divided out, and each square is 2,000 calories.
Yep.
And the one square is probably about like that big. And it tastes terrible. It was like eating chalk, but
Yeah.
in a survival situation, it would get you there.
How long would it last? If 2,000 calories,
you
how many
had-
blocks do you think you could get off?
I think there's 8 blocks in that one big block.
Okay.
So 8 days.
That's pretty
You
fucking
can even
good.
cut that into half and do 1,000.
Well, 16 days then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but in all reality, my bug out bag is just to get me from where I'm at to
Yep.
get me home.
Yep.
So my bug out bag is a 75 liter. I have changed clothes, and I will bring my bag and we'll show everything that I have in it.
Yeah, we could do a show off of that.
Majority of my stuff is first aid.
Okay.
So I'm going to be, for me getting home from where I work, I'm not taking roads. I'm just going to take the shortest path, which is going over through the woods, over the mountain.
Yep.
So twisted ankles, getting cuts, everything like that. I got everything to take care of that.
Okay, so this might sound like a dumb question, and I'm throwing it to you. How you just said, so I would think that as more of a like a survival bag instead of a bug out bag. When I think bug out bag, I think worst case scenario, this is going to get me through. But you described it as this is going to get me from point X back to point A.
Right, because there's different.
that-
there's different bug out type of situations, right?
Right,
So
okay.
like my ideal situation is I'm at work, I need to get home. I'm going to be a bug in, but I need to have a bug out bag to get me to my bug in.
Okay.
Yeah. So his setup is similar to mine. Mine is just to get me home. my setup is not for long-term survival. It's just to get me home. But I am more lean towards security. I'm leaning towards security. I mean, I keep at least just right now on a regular basis, I keep 3 mags on me. 13 rounds per mag. I do have extended mags at the house, but it's not bad enough for me to be carrying extended mags around with me. But extended mags, my first aid kit, and I have a GPS watch, and then I have the portable map, like the little Randy, I forgot what it's called, but they you know the maps I'm talking about. They're like this big. I can't remember the name. They're like Randy McQuaid, or I forgot Randy McQuaid. But yeah, I mean, I keep
yeah, but your bug out bag's
knives.
What? Like it looks like a regular sized book bag too.
Yeah. So
probably a little bit bigger.
So my bag is it is waterproof, so I can, if I gotta jump in the water or whatever, everything inside is fucking good to go. Even my pistol, if I gotta fucking cross some water, I'll just throw it in my bag or whatever.
Yeah, which mine is not.
What, waterproof?
My bag is not waterproof.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But you can get, I mean, if you don't have a waterproof bag, this is just for reference. If you don't have a waterproof bag, you can get bags to drop your bag into.
And that's what I have.
Yeah.
But I also have like things that I don't want to get wet. I have inside of like a Ziploc bag or something like that. And
to double it up. Yep. Yep.
But
I mean, I carry at least 3 knives on me.
Yeah, I got a shitload.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen your trunk.
Yeah. Right. Like I have a bug out bag, then I have something that goes around my waist. That's all my fishing gear.
Yep.
Then I have my 22 with 300 rounds.
Nice.
Little thing. So just hooks on my belt.
Yep.
Just got my sling, just put it on. So
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like in that situation where I'm stuck in traffic, getting the 22, I'm popping a couple squirrels.
Yeah.
So
Like,
all right,
I'm eating good.
another stupid question. Then, do you think then most people's bug out bags are not for long? What would you call that then? A long term bug out bag?
Then yeah, I would say
Survival
that's
kit?
more of a
Like
survival, like a survival bag.
something you already have in a certain place type of thing.
Yeah, so like a really good thing to have. I mean, we have a shitload of lighters and stuff, but I have a smaller bag that's just for my fire starting kit, and that is a waterproof container.
Yep.
And I have waterproof matches. I have regular matches. I have lighters. I have like kindling. I have magnesium shavings and all that stuff. Just in a situation like where they were stuck on 95, like you run out of gas, you don't have any heat. Go in the woods, grab a couple twigs, get your fire started. You're right there.
Yep. I keep rechargeable batteries on me, charged, but I keep that with my medical kit, and I have comms. So I got a police scanner. Y'all seen it on one of the episodes. I had it right here, but if some wild shit is going on or you don't know what's going on, at least you can pop that on, and it has the NOAA. The national, or where they have the station where it's like, it is going to rain today at 5 a.m. So
Emergency service.
Yeah. So it has that station on there, but also I can listen to all the frequencies that are dedicated to law enforcement, firefighters, EMS, all emergency services,
or all first responders.
Yeah. Even civil air and military, and then it's ham radio, and then all the other bands. It will scan the other bands too. But they have better comms out there now. Mine is like midway. I won't say it's like new or it's old, but they have like the digital ones, which I'm gonna upgrade to eventually. But because now everyone is on digital, and I mean it is a digital scanner, but the newer digital scanners, they have more frequencies. The newer ones, they're if I'm not mistaken, cops use they call them like trunk scanners. They're different than from like the 90s and stuff like that, but.
I mean, another really cool thing is like people don't really realize the bug out bag, man. Even though I keep it in my trunk, like you see my trunk's always loaded. I've used my bug out bag for just regular shit more than I have anything else.
Every day.
Like if when we're out and we're, at a park or something, Abel falls down, gets scratched.
Yep.
And, you don't have Band-Aids. Come over to the trunk. I got it. I've used that more often. And, my wife, she would say that, you'll never use that. I'm like, then she would get to, hey, do we got any of this? I'm like, out in the car.
Yeah.
I got it in the bag.
Yeah.
And I got to the point, I'm like, hey, you remember when you said that you don't use that? And every single time you don't have something in the house, I have it in the bag.
We use it.
So then would you say a prepper is more of a bug-in prepper, but they have something ready to get them, like you guys, back to?
It depends, man. I would say it depends. Like,
I think every prepper does have a bug-out bag just for, like, last case scenario.
So,
but
I look at it like cops, soldiers, or special operations. Like when you play video games, you let's just say I'm gonna use Call of Duty because everybody knows fucking Call of Duty. When you're going in and you're getting your guns and you're changing attachments and everything like that, you're using it either for long range or short range. So depending on your operation, whatever you're doing, if I'm going through buildings, I want something that's close quarters. I don't want a long ass barrel that I gotta fucking lift up, and because I want to come around a corner and I just want to be, ready to rock and roll. So, if I'm out in the open, then yeah, I'm gonna tuck in the MP9 and then I'm gonna pull out the fucking, the 30-06 and go long distance. You know what I mean? So it depends. I call it it's called a loadout. Depending on your loadout and what your operation is, you want it to be based off of that. So my get home, there's dudes out there that's got, they call them trunk guns or whatever, and they have
Ready to head out. I'm gonna go somewhere 18, 20 kilometers up. I don't know what we're getting into, but it looks like a jungle.
I have no idea.
So we are experienced.
No idea what's going on.
Okay.
No idea what's going on.
But depending on, so like for me,
sorry people.
so like for me, my
Almost
setup.
grabbed that mug out back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
What the fuck?
hey, I'm looking up like, where the fuck is? They're like,
Yeah,
we got them. They just admitted themselves that
Right.
they got guns and shit.
Get him.
I didn't hear the dog going crazy. Like, ain't nobody kicked in the door yet.
But yeah, depending on what you're doing, depending on what you're doing. Like, there's dudes out there that will pop open the trunk and they just pull out, they got the folding stock on the AR and they're off. I don't think, it's just me. I don't think, I think I'm good with a pistol to get home. It's lightweight. I can tuck it. I can conceal it.
Yeah, and I think that's how like it depends on what type of prepper you are. Like
Right.
me, like I'm not really concerned about what other people are gonna do while I'm on my way home.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna carry all that shit. I have all that shit at the house.
Right.
Give me my 22. My 22 can do just as much damage.
Right.
But the ammo's lighter. I can carry
Yes.
a lot more of it.
Yep.
And just let me get home. Once I get home, then I'm good.
Because one thing my cousin told me, because when I first started prepping, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking body armor, fucking 308. And he's just like, and he's former military. He's like, you know what you're not thinking about?
How much all that shit weighs?
What? Well, not that. He's like, everyone can't afford body armor.
No.
You don't need a heavy round to penetrate shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you said 22, that's all you need. 22, any handgun, really, but there's dudes out there. I can see if you're out there in Sierra Nevada and you got to cross through and you at nighttime, it's coyotes and shit, or depending on where you have to traverse through, I would say that AR is going to do some damn good work for you, but you'll be good with a pistol, depending on, if you come up on the bear, though, your ass better be running, because that 22 ain't going to, that motherfucker still.
Kind of going back a little bit, road hunting, I've killed a lot of shit with that 22. So I'm just
No,
saying.
I believe you. You.
Your 22, shit, how do you think all the processing plants go down? 22 in the right spot puts them down.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But I think, if it's a bear, though, that's angry, mama bear, I think it's going to take a lot. You're going to have to really let them go.
I don't think it does.
Fast as your fucking.
I don't even think it matters if you have an AR at that point.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
Man, get out of here. No, bro.
Dude. I'm telling you, an angry, pissed off bear charging you,
Yeah.
one, you better be spot on with your fucking
Yeah.
aim.
Right.
Number two, that bear's adrenaline's pumping.
I know.
and she's gonna get to you.
I know. But I think I'll have a better chance with my 40 though than you would with your 22.
I don't know.
I think so. But as far as catching food though, you'll be better because you could just shoot a fucking rabbit or
Right.
anything.
It doesn't like destroy it.
fucking 40 cal, that's just gonna.
Yep.
You just see feathers fucking flying and shit. I'll be like, well, there's dinner. Fucking, you know what I mean? Eat the leftovers.
I'm sitting there eating like, man, I'm full.
Yeah, me and Jerry gonna have to take the same route. God damn it.
You want to borrow the 22?
Right. Yeah.
All right. I mean, it reminds me a lot of like HVAC school. You know, got a backpack,
Right.
most efficient shit.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that heavy.
Yep. That's essentially what it is, just to get you from point A to point B. Now, there are some buggers that are just straight out bug out, and their bags will probably reflect how mine is a little more than what Joe Bear's is, except for a couple of the guns that Joe Bear will have. I carry a shitload more than what I probably should and what I probably would need to get home. But, I mean, because that 75-liter bag is full.
Would you rather have it
I'd rather have it
and not need it? Right.
Poundage wise, what do you think it weighs?
Oh, it's definitely too heavy. Like, it's something that if you are going to carry stuff like that, then you better start practicing with it.
Or that heavy?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably, I'd say,
100 plus?
The
probably
bag
not
that you
much.
have?
Yeah, in my trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably, I'd say, closer to like 65, 70 pounds.
I'm gonna have to do one of these.
It's heavy, dude.
I'm gonna have to try it out. It didn't seem like it.
No, like when you get it on your back and you get it strapped around your waist and stuff, it
you got this
flexes right.
You got the strap.
Yep, and it has like a solid metal. Well, the one thing, my bag just fucking ripped, so I'm buying another one. And what I'm doing is I'm actually buying a bag that what people go out on Alaska hunts with, the framed bags and stuff.
Oh no,
Dude,
I don't like those. You gotta
That's
make
what
sure you gotta make sure that frame doesn't go past your fucking neck though.
no, I'm getting the taller ones, so
No.
for a 70 liter.
Don't do it,
I'm
bro.
gonna try. Well, I went and tried it out at Cabela's. Loved it.
So
Loved it.
the reason why I say that, but I mean, we're different, but the reason why I say that is, so from what I've heard just throughout the community, people who've had those bags, when they say that they have to, the only downfall that I've heard that just was like, ooh, the only downfall to those bags, but they do take a lot of the weight onto the frame, which is
Right.
good. But if there's but that still would be earlier in that phase. And, there might be some dumbasses out there that might be doing dumb shit. So if you're out there by yourself and you're getting home and you see some people doing some stupid shit and you don't want to get involved, then you got to kind of sit tight for a minute, which may cause you to lay down or crawl. You're unable to look up.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, ooh.
So
It fucks up the movement of your head and your neck.
see, like my purpose of the bug out is like I'm not planning for like what the people are going to be doing, because like in my scenario it might be that my car died or something and I need to get home, so I'm just going to hike the rest of the way home.
Yep.
Or like if shit does hit the fan, like I'm going to be in the path that's less traveled. Like everybody's going to be in the city when I'm starting to go over the mountain.
No, I hear you.
So that leads me to the question I was going to ask. I thought it was going to be stupid, but you kind of commented on it a little bit. Once you get back to wherever you need to be, do you have other stuff in case it starts caving in on where you're at? Like, does your whole family have bug out bags on? Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
we're caving in.
Yep,
We're bouncing.
Yeah.
so, like-
yeah.
I mean, you're probably the same way. Like I have, like I'll show you when I bring the bag. I'll show. Like I have maps from where my son is to where my wife works.
Yep.
And then from where my wife works, straight line to our house.
Yep.
And then I have a map that goes straight from where my work is to my son's school, and then home. And then we have like a
So I'm gonna tell y'all
So I
something.
guess I was saying more like, I don't want to say, but 30 people coming at the door. Just as an like that's what I mean, like caving in.
Yeah.
Then do you guys have each individual? All right, and it's got different type of stuff in it, or the same type
So,
of thing you
no,
have?
I'm
to
just gonna
get
kind of
home?
grab I'm just gonna grab whatever I can. If I'm at the house,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to protect it as long as I can. But if there's a scenario where I can't, that's
Right.
when I'm gonna grab my AR and all my mags and go.
Yep. That's what the AR is for. If it's more,
Yeah.
to me, if it's more than 2 dudes, I'm grabbing the AR.
Right.
I'm grabbing that AR.
But does the rest of your family have, I guess, ready to go?
Yeah. Yep. So we're
Like if I could not defend my home anymore, I got to leave out the back door type of shit. Everybody's got their
Yeah.
bag. We're
yep.
So it's a little hard with the younger ones, right? So
Right.
like they can't carry their own weight yet. So in my bag, I have enough to sustain me and Abel. Besides a change of clothes.
okay.
So
that's
like
good.
I have like
good.
I have enough supplies for him and me, like tents that's big enough for me and him. Got a little sleeping bag that shrinks down.
Yep.
So everything that he would need is in my bag because I know he can't carry it. But he will also have his bag and just like carry like a blanket or something or whatever he can carry.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, like eventually you're gonna have to carry it, so it can't be
Right.
that heavy.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I gotta fucking downsize I got a Vietnam Molly pack.
Yep.
It's got the straps in the front. I got it from the military, the
Surplus store.
Yeah, I fucking love that place. But I bought it. It's what they used to fucking carry, but it's got all the pockets around the outside, and it's got one huge pocket on the inside, and then so I got that's what I have at my home now, plus my ARs, but out on the property I have that times a lot more because I got what do you call them, the huge tubs, dude. I got a tub full of medical shit and medical shit, and then I got a whole bunch of tactical gear in another tub. Like they're fucking rollers.
Yep.
So if I needed to, I could pick it up and roll it or whatever the case may be. But that shit. That's the replenishing tubs. So if I run out of fucking medical gear in my bug out bags, boom, I go back to the replenishing tub, and I can. It's like playing a video game.
Yeah.
You get back to the spot, and you're just like, okay, yep, need that. All right, need this, need that. But the stuff that is really important to me is medical.
Yep.
Medical, food, and security. So
Yeah, like security, I don't even have to worry about that. I know that that's good until like I can't, protect the house anymore. Then I'm kind of fucked.
yeah.
Right.
But until then, I'm pretty good, sitting good at the house.
So do you get? Oh, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, I've literally for like the past 10 years, my wife and I have been, we've I ain't gonna say basing our lives off of this, but just making it more convenient for us to get to each other. Because like I told y'all before in like prepping episode 1, we were all 50 miles apart.
Yeah.
And that shit had me, it was just always in the back of my mind. And so my wife works from home now. My daughter goes to school a half a mile from the house. And then my other daughter goes to daycare 2 blocks from the house. It's just, I got to get home to them.
Yep.
But I'm building the property up as like a fortified home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I have 2 guys. Well, one guy in West Virginia, one guy in Winchester area, and then one of my other buddies. He's supposed to be moving down here once we get the property up and going. But that's 3 people in our fucking mag right there.
I still haven't gotten an invite, by the way.
Plus y'all though, y'all are automatic. I told the guys, I was like, yeah, you guys got to meet these guys, and we're gonna be good. Because if shit get really that bad, if it gets bad to the point where, we all got to come out to my place, then it's bad.
Yep.
It's bad.
That's very bad, and I kind of played stupid a little bit on these shows because you guys know a lot more about it than I do. But if I ever was invited to either, I'm not going to show up empty-handed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no.
have a little something,
Yeah.
You load up as much shit as you can, man. Clothes, fucking, y'all jump into. I mean, shit. Y'all got fucking both cars, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just going to be a burden on anybody.
No, I know. But we'll tear all three, like all of us, you know, engineers. We will, man. I'm telling you, my buddy, he can pick locks, and he's very analytical with shit. I mean, between you and we got a doctor.
Yeah.
We got a doctor, the one that lives in Winchester. He's a doctor. So, I mean, between y'all two and me, we know how to take fucking ARs and guns apart from what I understand. I'm not going to say his name, but I have to spend more time with him. I just came from over there today because they were talking about bug out bags and shit. And I'm supposed to be going back tomorrow. That's why I was telling you, you know, I'm supposed to be going back over there. But I got to spend more time with the other guy. But my friend that knows how to pick locks and shit, like, this dude is sick, bro.
Yeah.
He's sick. Like, I mean, we're in there. You know, if not, then somebody's got the fucking master key.
Yep.
You know, we're going to get in there. But, you know, I've known him for, me and him was shooting guns back in like 2012.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the other guy that's up north in Michigan, I grew up with him. You know, these are all these guys, we all have the same thing in common. We want to protect our family.
Yep.
So that I'm not worried about, you know, we're all like-minded. We're all like-minded. We all know that we can compromise a little bit if we're, you know, or if we're wrong, we can be like, oh man, I was wrong about that. But somebody is going to be bringing an idea between all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you agriculture, fucking hunting, you know, life, you know, you could just, what, bitch? You know what I mean? Just, you know, you would be right next to me. Somebody coming up like, we don't have any place to go. We don't have any place to go. And then I turn my back. He tried to grab me. I just see you like, what you want me to do? I'm like, man, fuck him up. Take him. Let's take him to the back and hold him by his ankles over the barrel of acid.
I'm gonna get Zach reacquainted with a bow.
Oh.
That would be fun, man.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I'll show you a little bit of my skills.
Yeah.
Might be another dumb question for you guys.
It's not dumb.
There ain't no dumb question.
None of
When
them
you
are.
see the show Doomsday Preppers, I don't think you guys as Doomsday Preppers. Do
No.
you think they're overscale?
It depends. Like, I
Or-
think for the show they were, but
Okay.
I can
think,
tell you something about that.
I think that I didn't mind the show.
I
To
gotta
be
remember
honest
the
with
one
you.
guy had a glass house in the woods where you would walk right into it because it reflects
Yeah.
right
Are you
onto the
serious?
timber. But like,
But like, I don't
me,
think it was that
that's-
bad though. Like in some cases, like they were kind of going overboard, but at the same time, that kind of just looked like my grandmother's house.
So
On most of them.
So I still follow one of the guys, the New York firefighter, the black dude.
Yep.
He was prepping for the super volcano or whatever. I don't know if y'all remember him, but he actually has a YouTube channel called the shout out to my man in New York, Angry Prepper.
Yeah.
And he actually came out and told everybody who was asking, because people were like, were you on that show? Were you on that show? He was saying that the producers, because us sitting here talking about this, people weren't interested into it. So they made them say shit on the show.
Right.
Not, you couldn't say, I'm just putting stuff aside just in case. No, they made them say what.
zombie apocalypse.
Right. He didn't. So he was a firefighter, but they made him say, like, you had to pick off of this list,
Yeah.
and he picked, super volcano.
Right.
But he's in New York. You know what I mean? So they made they made these people. They made them out to look crazy.
Right.
And it's just like that was the whole point the whole time. But
I mean, but it's a TV show. It's
Right.
gotta have ratings.
it's got to have drama.
And I didn't mean they were crazy. I was just thinking, do you guys think that's
Like overboard.
Yeah.
Some of them, yes. But then others, no. Like there was this one compound down in Texas, like where they had the gun accident and shit. And I was like, that's a little overboard because you know that dude's never shot a gun before.
I remember that.
And yeah, I think that the TV show tried to push them a little too far. But in all sense, I think everybody had like a good mindset of prepping, of their way of prepping.
But in videos they can edit everything and they can make you.
Yeah.
They can put two clips together and you didn't actually say that in sequence.
right?
So yeah, I mean, I liked it because it was entertaining, but and I was like, damn, it felt good to see other people. At that point, I was like, I had a machete. I didn't even have a fucking Like, I didn't really have anything. At the time that I was watching fucking Doomsday Preppers, I was just like fucking popcorn, and I was like, this is great, you know, but it wasn't realistic. You know, it wasn't realistic.
Like I've done two things since the last couple shows. Like I started making candles, and I've started doing my own char cloth.
Nice.
That's fucking. It's awesome. It's like just old work shirts.
Yeah.
And just cut them up in little strips and put them in the fire and get them all charred up, and then I'm gonna make you a fire starting kit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you give him? You should give him one of those.
It's gonna be in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna fill it up. Get a whole thing full. Yeah. That's a glory hole.
Well, I mean, I always have a lighter on me. I smoke. So.
Yeah.
Hey,
But,
well, you know that gas is gonna run out eventually.
Right.
Eventually.
Or like
Eventually.
the story you were telling us, and you were sitting there,
Yeah.
and it just wouldn't light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have backup.
Yeah.
Redundancy.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Two branches together.
Two branches together.
That's
so,
old
like,
school.
Like
Yeah.
I do want to practice like more of that kind of thing, kind of like the book right here.
Yeah.
Just getting into the swing of how things used to be before all this technology. That way, if anything ever does happen,
The old
like
ways.
it's not like a huge light switch. It's like, oh fuck, I can't do it that way anymore. I can do it like this,
Right.
and I practice it.
You're not shocked.
Right. Yeah. Like the candle making and stuff. Like I have an old antique tin.
Yeah.
Could not fucking get them to come out, so I ended up buying like the new plastic ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a whole box full of fucking like 10-inch tapered candles right now.
My wife was doing that for years. She was making candles, and the reason why she started doing it was because of my daughter was allergic to, I mean, everything at that time.
Yeah.
She was having reactions to everything, but like, so she was making the candles out of soy.
That's what I have. Soy.
But they burn a lot cleaner for everybody. You know, it's not like smoke fucking coming off of that shit.
Yeah.
And then she started making detergent.
Yeah.
And actually, we probably should go back to doing that because she would get all this material and it lasted for so much longer than going to get the, you know, going to the store.
But it's the convenience of just
Right, of
pushing
course
the
it
little
is.
button. Yeah. Like something else that I started doing is I went out and bought, remember those old kerosene lamps?
Yep.
I probably have about like 20 of them right now. Damn. And just filling them up with like some of that smokeless fluid.
Yeah.
So I'm stocking up on that right now. That's my new prepping.
That was all over my grandma's house.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like blue liquid, you know, and it would just soak the wick, you know, but we had I mean, this was back in the day, but when we were on our farm, my mother used to, she had this huge kerosene burner in the house, and that
The
shit
heater?
was just like,
Yeah. Yep.
so, but I grew up smelling the kerosene and it smelled great. You know, I was so used to smelling the kerosene. I was like, damn, this is coming to find out shit's not healthy for you.
We had
Not healthy.
growing up. We had to put aluminum foil on the ceiling because it would,
So,
it
black.
wouldn't burn. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
the soot.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, so everybody, let us know. We could probably do a little video and like a little quick survival, I guess, like lantern type thing. So you can use like a little baby food jar, drill a little hole in it, put a piece of rope and some vegetable oil.
Yeah.
If you want, we can do that.
Let us know.
Yeah, be a quick little short video.
Bug out bags to come soon. Teach you guys what's what.
Hey.
See ya.
Peace.